Hello everyone, thanks for clicking. Well, in today's lesson we are going to talk about hand movements. Now, the most important part of our body, our hands. There are so many things that we can do with our hands. But usually when people talk about doing or using their hands, the only verbs that they tend to use is hold, pick, or touch. But there are so many things that you can do with your hands. So, in this lesson today, we are going to look at verbs to talk about your hand movements. So it's not just touching, holding, or picking. There are some more 10 verbs that you can use. So let's get started. The first verb, wave. That's how you wave your hand. So with an open hand, when you move your hand or your hands in the air, okay, either to say hello or hi, or even say bye, or even to grab someone's attention, you do this, you wave your hands. Yes. So when you do this with your open hand, moving your hands or your hand in the air, that's waving. Okay, so that's the verb that you can use when you do this. Let's have a look at another verb, which is stroke, or even the verb pet. Has the same meaning. So what exactly it means? Well, with an open hand, when you take like long movements, it's like long hand movements, either on someone's skin or on someone's hair, when you're trying to love someone, or maybe you are petting an animal, okay, an animal fur, you tend to do this. So it's a very loving gesture, and the exact verb that you do use when you are doing this is stroking or petting, like I'm petting a dog. So these are like long hand movements, okay, slow long hand movements. So you're not going to say that I am touching a dog or I'm touching a baby. Well, you're going to say I am stroking a baby or you're petting a dog. When you use the word pet, it's usually for animals, okay? You're petting your cat, you're petting your dog. So it's a very loving gesture, and these are like long hand movements. Next one, tickle. Okay, so tickle is when you prod or you use your fingertips or your fingers to make someone laugh. So you touch them lightly, okay, or you poke them with your finger. Okay, so either it's tickle or poke. Poking is using just one finger and you like touch someone, okay, and that's just to make them laugh or even to make them a little discomfortable, okay. So that's tickling or poking. You do that with your fingers, okay? So you're not going to say I touched him. You're going to say I tickled him or I poked him. So touching lightly to make someone laugh. Another verb that you can use is pat. Now pat is again, when you use your open hand and you just move back and forth, okay? And these are it's a very light touch, like especially when you are putting a baby to sleep. You do that lovingly. You just keep pushing your hand back and forth, okay? It's a very light touch. So you're not actually hitting someone, but you're patting that person, right? And or another way that you can use this verb is when you're very proud of someone and you pat their back, You're like, oh, I am so proud of you. So with your open hand, but it's a very gentle touch, then that is also patting, okay? You pat someone on someone's back, okay? The next verb that I have for you is slap. Now, when do you slap someone? And what is slapping? Well, with an open hand again, you hit someone on their face. That's slapping. So if you are upset with someone and you're angry and you just want to get it out, then you're gonna slap someone, okay? So you're not gonna say I touched him or I hit him. The better verb to use in English is I slapped him. So when you're angry, okay, or upset with someone, you tend to use your open hand to hit that person on their face. Alright, let's have a look at another verb here, which is punch. So, you close your hand, okay, you make a fist, and you use your fist to punch someone. I want to punch his face. If you're angry with someone, you're going to punch his face. So, punch is a verb which is used to hit someone with a closed hand, okay, with your fist. Now, you can also use it as a gesture, like when you win something, like you win a game, and you're really excited. So, you like punch in the air, okay? So, you're not punching someone or something, but you just punch in the air to describe or just to show your excitement. So, punching is moving your fist so either it's moving your fist to hit someone or just using your fist to hit someone. Next verb that I have for you is scratch. Okay, so when do you scratch? When you are very uncomfortable and you have this itchy feeling, you tend to scratch. You use your fingernails or you use your fingertips to scratch your skin. So if a mosquito bites you, you're gonna scratch, right? So rather than just saying, oh, I'm just touching my skin or using different words, the perfect verb that you can use is scratching. I am scratching my skin because of the insect bite. So that's scratching. So you're using your fingernails or your fingertips when you feel a little itchy and you tend to scratch. Another verb that I have for you is grab. So rather than saying I am gonna pick up that sandwich, a better verb is I'm gonna grab that sandwich. Okay, so you're hungry, you go to a store where you can grab something to eat. So use the verb grab. Rather than saying pick up, I'm gonna say I'm gonna grab that sandwich. Could you please grab that bag for me? Okay, so the exact meaning of grab is picking up something. So when you tend to pick up something, of course, using your wonderful hands, the verb that you can use is grab. The next one, snap. That's snapping. So when you rub your middle finger to your thumb, okay, or against your thumb, that's snapping. So you create a sound. You use snapping. It's also called as clicking, okay, to click. So in some countries it's called as snap, or in some countries it's called as click. So when do you do that? When you want someone to hurry up, you're like, you need to do that fast. So you snap, or just to make a sound, you snap your fingers, right? So the correct verb, when you do so, is snapping or clicking, right? And then the last verb that I have for you is fiddle. Now, fiddle has two meanings. The first one is when you play a violin. Okay, so when you play a violin, it's actually called as fiddling. And another verb that another meaning to this verb is you tend to touch something every now and then without any specific reason. Like, there's no purpose of touching, but you tend to touch something or the other. It's because of lack of concentration. Like, you are sitting in a meeting and you keep doing this. So you keep touching your hair. So rather than saying like, I'm touching my hair or you are touching your hair, the correct verb that you can use in English is that you're fiddling with your hair, or you keep fiddling with your cheek. Okay, you keep fiddling with your eyes, you keep fiddling with your ears. So you constantly and unconsciously touching your body parts or touching something or the other without any specific reason. So that's fiddling. Okay, so to fiddle, touching something without any reason. Right? So this brings me to the end of this lesson. These are 10 common verbs that you can use to talk about different hand movements. Keep using them just the way you use your hands, and I'll be back with a new lesson. Till then, you take care.